grew up in Barrie. As many of you know, it's been about 50 years here. I grew up in the East End, and of course it has changed over the years. But growing up there, life was usual. I was your typical kid, just like any other brat next door. I was a Dennis the Menace. Terrorized the neighbors with music, amongst other things. And growing up, music obviously became a good part of my life, and as Jeff said, I got into DJing at a young age back in the 70s and early 80s, and then proceeded to get into music. As life went on, family commitments, kids, all kinds of things changed, and then I decided to get back into the music once again, and got it together with a couple of friends, formed a band, and it was great. I really didn't want to get into to be the rock star, to make $1 million, because we all know that's just a pipe dream. It was really just to get out of the house and have fun. And so I had the opportunity to play at many of the venues in Toronto and open up for the Misfits, which was my pinch me moment. So things were going along great. The band was going along great. I had some other musical endeavors that I was experimenting with, and did the rockabilly thing and started writing my own music on keyboards, etc. Life was going pretty good. I met my lovely wife, Jasmine. And we started growing together, and as time went on, I started to get some pains in my right foot. So the pain ended up being a bunion, a simple bunion. What do they call it? The old lady's disease or something. Anyone else here have a bunion? Come on, you don't have to show it. Don't worry, you can just raise your hand. Don't worry, I won't show you mine either. Anyway, so this simple little bunion thing, I thought, okay, I got to get this done because it's driving me batty, and it was painful. So I went to a doctor who suggested me in Toronto and had the surgery done. It was about 2 days after I had the surgery where I knew things were going wacko. Middle of the night, I woke up and my throat had shut by itself, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was being choked. Some people like that in the night, not me, not when I'm sleeping anyway. My throat shut, and I had no idea what was going on, so I was able to, with my foot all wrapped up, I was able to get in the hallway and learn to calm myself down. And then as time went on, more side effects started kicking in, and my foot wasn't healing. Spasms started kicking in. I was getting this body jerking motion, which I still get on occasion. Stuttering. Don't know why. My doctor couldn't explain it. Stuttering started kicked in, and then the chronic pain just got worse and worse. And after about a month, I knew there was something wrong because I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't stand. And I knew other people that have had the bunion surgery, and they were up 2 or 3 weeks later, walking, and everything seemed to be fine. So I'm thinking, there's got to be something wrong here. There's something really, really wrong. So after going to my doctor, I told him what was going on. He had no idea. So he did send me to a couple different doctors. I went to a neurosurgeon and several other foot doctors. Finally, I went to a doctor over at Cedar Point Plaza, and he'd look at my foot. It was purple, it's blue, it's red, it's hot. Very hot and sensitive to the point where I don't even want to look at it because that would cause me pain. He held my foot, he asked me to walk, and he said, "You have CRPS." And I said, "Okay, what's that mean?" So he explained it to me, and I got home and I started, which you shouldn't do, I started Googling everything. But all it was really doing was just giving me the answers to the symptoms that I was facing. But the only thing that I didn't like about it was that it's a disease that generally isn't curable unless you get at it within the first year. So for many people, this disease, CRPS, can be debilitating to the point where people have cut off their limbs to get rid of the pain that's in another part of their body. It's generally in the hands and the feet. But that's how severe it is. There's a McGill University Pain Index, puts CRPS high above childbirth, fibromyalgia, amputation. It's up there. So time went on, and I think the biggest side effect that I had that I had a hard time dealing with was the frustration and the anger. If anyone here has had debilitating pain or a chronic thing, I'm sure you can understand that when you're not getting better and you can't drive anymore, you can't work anymore, people don't come around like they used to anymore, things become a little bit different, and certainly not for the better. Due to my frustration and anger, I think I went through about 4 or 5 cell phones, a laptop or 2. Went through a few things. Nobody got hurt, I don't think, did they, hon? No, nobody got hurt, no. Which is a good sign. But yeah, very much the most frustrating thing I could ever deal with in my life. So I had to look at these changes that were going on in my body and go, what am I going to do? I can't sit here on this chair and watch CNN all day, although sometimes it's not a bad thing. But I had to keep moving. And the only way I knew to deal with my situation was to non-stop. And that's just the way I am anyway, is not to stop. So things started to, I was having these battles in my head. What do I do? How do I defeat this? This is a fight that I'm going to have to face for the rest of my life. And it's not going to beat me. And maybe I won't win, but at least this battle is going to keep going for a long time because I'm not going to cave in. And I had to keep that attitude. Each day, I promised myself that I wake up, I'm going to put both feet on the ground, and even if one hurts and the other one doesn't, or if it doesn't feel or whatever, I'm going to still put that foot down and make a commitment to myself that I'm going to get up every day and do things that I haven't done before. I challenged myself. It hurt. It still hurts. But I challenged myself to try new and unique things that I've never done before. One was on-stage performance group, the group that Greg and Jennifer also are with. Greg called me up, or actually I think it was Sharon I was talking to, said that Greg needed a performer for one of the plays. And I thought, I've never acted before. I don't even know if I can try. I don't know. But I did it. I don't know how well I did, but but I did it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's where the improv stuff comes in handy too. And with that, I tried a play or two, and then we needed a producer, so I tried the producing role. And then this opportunity opened up with Rogers as well to do my own show, and it's just been one thing after another. And it's not that these things landed on my lap by any means. I went out and I searched it, and I searched it because, like anyone else who's facing any other disease, whether it's cancer or whatever else, we can accept it, but to deal with it and to fight it is the only way to move on. So I guess I'm here today to explain to you my story of CRPS and how any debilitating disease, no matter what it be, and it doesn't have to be a disease, it can be anything in life that stops you, but setting goals for yourself, making a demand that you are not going to let yourself down the next day or in 2 days or 3 days. And just because we can't face each other today, not every day is a good day. Some days are horrible. Some days I don't even want to get out of bed. But I do get out of bed because I know I've got something to do. Might even be cleaning the house. You never know. Or the cottage, if I had one. Anyway, that's basically my story, and I hope you all appreciate it and hopefully got something out of it. Once again, we all have battles, but from my side of the fence and from my story is that please don't stop. Don't let the little things bother you. Don't let the big things bug you. Put your feet down every morning and continue to do what you've done before in the past and do it better. And if you haven't done, try something new each and every day. Thank you.